This is the e-wax for the Meteo today. We have all the way here to Cancun. And here we have all the, you can play here to show all the, to see all the way, all the areas we are going to pass today. We have a very good flight today. Maybe some light turbulence at the 2 hours of the flight, and then here at the 6 hours and a half. And we have already checked the status of the aircraft. Everything is okay, from just defaults on the passenger's cabin, which are some seatbelts and two screens for the entertainment, and also the latest notams. Here are the notams of Madrid. Okay, we have some taxiways which are closed, but nothing important. And there in Cancun is just a taxiway closed, and at night they used to close one of the two available runways. But when we arrive, all the runways will be open. So the weather destination is okay. Maybe some shower of rain at the vicinity, and we have the seat. Okay, everything. Check the cargo, the airports, the weather in our route today, the status of the aircraft, and just decide the fuel we are going to need for today. And we have to make the whole briefing with the rest of the crew. Hello, good morning everyone. We have today 10 hours and 5 minutes flight time. The weather in our route today is fine. Maybe some light turbulence around 2 hours from departure, and then at 6.5 more or less, but nothing important, okay? Okay. And we have full house, 432 passengers, and nothing special. We have passed already the cabin defects. Yeah. I have it. Yeah. Yes. There's nothing important. Some seatbelts and two screens in operatives. And well, let me know if we have any wheelchairs, any specials, and nothing else for us. That's everything.
Perfect.
Any question?
No, thank you.
No specials? Okay, good flight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Today in Madrid at 11:20 Zulu, we got this information, this weather information from the 80s. Basically, it's telling us that the runway news will be 36 left and right. The transition level is flight level 140, and some taxiways close, like Mike 29 and Mike 30. The wind today is variable 3 knots, and is varying between 120 degrees and 290 degrees. Visibility is more than 10 kilometers, and we have some few clouds at 6,500 feet. The temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, dew point is 12, and the QNH is 1025. That is we set it here, 1025, on the 3 altimeters, 1025, and will show us the elevation of the airport, 1025. That is around 2,000 feet in Madrid. Okay. Once we get the weather information from the 80s, we are able to calculate the takeoff preliminary performance, and that give us basically the takeoff configuration for the flaps, the flex temperature today, and the speeds, the V speeds, and also we'll calculate the stop margin we have okay, on the runway. That's it. And now I am preparing basically the flight plan. that we have to enter all the preliminary data until getting the load sheet, where we get the final figures and we can just calculate the final performance for takeoff. That's it. So I will keep going on with this preparation. Basically, we have received the flight plan from the operations office, okay, via data link, and then we enter all the figures that we have calculated here. Okay, initially we are going to climb to flight level 310. Here is telling us that the optimum is 355. But we don't get that high in the initial sector with Madrid. We will get higher levels once we change over with Lisbon control. Okay. Here also we enter in the fuel and load the preliminary figures we have, the expected zero fuel weight and zero fuel weight CG, and the block fuel. The block fuel is 77.5 tons. Okay. Here we enter an estimate taxi of 800 kilograms, and initially is calculating the 3 fuel 61.5 that we have to compare and contrast with the flight plan. Okay. And I continue with position monitor. Here I can enter the threshold of the expected runway in case of an immediate return to Madrid. That is 3 to left. Okay. And here in the secondary flight plan, number 2, I will prepare an immediate return to Madrid. In case of something goes wrong in the departure, we can enter here destination back to Madrid. Okay. Once we are here, we enter the expected runway for an emergency landing, that is runway 3 to left, because we are departing to the western sector. The ILS would be the approach, of approach would be ILS runway 3 to left, and we can put just via Towback. That is an expected waypoint after receiving some vectors from ATC. Also, we can enter here the performance, because time will be actually an issue for the approach in case of an immediate return. We can enter the weather we got from the 80s.
And I sign here for the walk around, put my the time, put my name, and then sign. Now transmitting the data. Okay. We will check all the data is transmit and the aircraft is accept for the flight. The log page was transmitted successful. Turn over the page and we have for the next flight. Okay? Fernando? Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Thank you. It's still synchronizing. When finished with the synchro, we can set the sleep mode.
Okay.
Okay.
Charlie Yankee Bravo.
We check all the cargo has been loaded after extracted. The fly kit here, 2 cargos here, and the bags in the hole number 4. And I'll sign and I accept this cargo, the name, the time, 12. And this is the load extraction report. Okay, it's fine. It's loaded at extracted. Tony.
Okay. Thank you.
And now we are preparing the plates for the takeoff, the taxi and takeoff. SID. ¿Cuál es? ¿Tú sabes el número? Bardi.
Voy a buscarla porque había puesto la 5 Lima.
It's difficult to find. Es un coñazo.
Bardi 6 Lima va a ser la... Aquí está.
Sí.
La 10-3
10-3
X-Ray 17.
Okay. Taxi for departure. We're in Tango 5. Terminal 1, 2 and 3. It's going up. Back. We check. We are here. Tango 5, expected to salir for Golf 1, isn't it?
Yes.
Golf 1.
Gate 1 and Mike all the way up to Zulu 4.
Okay. And we may, in 1 minute, we may ask for the clearance, okay?
Okay. I will just enter the init data, okay? 12:30. Castro, 3 letters?
No, Castro. No hay 3 letters here. And now we are checking.
Already.
Dejamos el autorretract aquí hasta 210, ¿de acuerdo?
Perfecto.
Mike Delta 39. Avila Longa por about 245. Bardi and detox, okay?
Okay.
That and digital date is received. Uno nuevo, ¿ok?
Delivery 1.
Cortaríamos. 11:20 te pido el nuevo. A new 80s, ¿ok?
Please. Clearance west, and if you wish, we can check the. I didn't enter the step climbs.
Whatever you want.
If you wish, we can check the track and distances. And flex 37 now. It was with the data from before. Now it should be okay.
And for takeoff is horizontal stabilizer for takeoff.
Okay, none, no discrepancies. Okay.
29.1.
29.1. Okay. Very good. So all set.
Okay.
Clear enough primary, Paco?
Clear.
So I think we are pretty much ready for.
Yeah, let me check how it's going the boarding, and we will make the takeoff briefing. Okay?
Very good.
We put together all the information now for the takeoff briefing. We check the aircraft status, the weather, just here on the takeoff and the route, and we check. We have already checked, but we say again any notants and the standard instrumental departure we want to make, and if we have any failure, what should we do? Okay. We check if we have any triad, and in case of the 3 years comes through, how to manage this situation.
Okay, so ready for a takeoff briefing, Paco?
Yeah.
Very good. We are flying today this beautiful Airbus A350-900 from WORLD2FLY. The status of the airplane is perfect, nothing affecting our operation today. The notants previously checked. Something to mention is the Zulu 2 is close, and the hot spots in the way up, every gate is a hot spot parallel to the runway 32 left. We will keep an eye on that, pay attention to those hot spots. The taxi is well known. We are departing from Tango 5, and we can see here in the chart that from pushing back from Tango 5, we will expect to push with the nose to the north and to leave the apron via gate 1 to left to Mike. That will be the second taxiway to the left. Okay, this one. And all the way up via Mike, all the way parallel to the runway Alpha and parallel to the runway. Every exit is
Mike, Zulu, Romeo,
exactly,
and Zulu 4.
Exactly. So we change to the next chart. That is getting us continue Mike,
Zulu, Romeo.
Zulu, okay, Mike, Zulu, Romeo, and Zulu 4 for the runway 36 left. Okay. And the departure is the plate 10-3 X-ray 17 is a temporary departure because the Barajas VOR is out of service. And we can see here the MSA in our sector for the departure is 10,100, with the highest obstacles north of the plate is almost 8,000 feet, these mountains over there, the Sierra of Madrid. And we can see the speed is maximum 250 knots below 10,000 AGL. Valley 6 Lima says that it requires 7.5% until Avila due to operational reasons. Valley 6 Lima is Sierra Yankee 25 knots or less and above 2,400 feet. Then Mike Delta 039 with speed below 205 knots and above 5,200 feet.
Check.
Proceed to Avila, speed 210 knots or less and above 12,000 feet. And then to Longa above flight level 245. And after Longa we will proceed to Bardi and continue westbound to pick up our route. Okay. Initially we will climb 310 with Madrid, and later on we will climb. We will get further climb with Lisbon. Okay. Yes. Optimum is above, well above 360. In the flight plan we have checked already the SID. 10 hours, 10 minutes. This will decrease this, and we will arrive with estimated 12 tons for a minimum diversion of 6.3. Okay.
Yeah.
Performance calculated and set for both of us. Runway 36 left from Zulu 4, V1 151, VR 153, V2 158 with flex 37s, flaps 1+F, and packs off, anti-ice off. Okay, thrust reduction 3,500, acceleration 5,000 for noise abatement. In the climb, I have entered the 12,000 feet for the 250. Okay.
Just go ahead.
Can we disconnect the external power?
Yeah, sorry, stand by. Yeah, you may disconnect the standard power.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, and the fuel and load is already entered. Final figures. Block fuel 77.4 is more than enough. And for the taxi, we expect to burn 800. Okay, and takeoff weight 257.9. So if we have to return immediately for any emergency, we will consider overweight landing. Okay.
Okay.
We expect 12 destination tons and like 7 to 8 in Merida. Secondary. In the secondary flight plan 1, we have a copy of the active, and in the second one, we have an immediate return to the ILS 32 left, the ILS Zulu. Okay?
Okay.
Position, we have GPS primary. I have entered the threshold of the 32 left for situational awareness for immediate return. And in the data, I have created the entry, the exit point, and the ghost 2.
Okay.
Okay, emergency briefing. Before V1, you may call stop or go for any malfunction. And after V1, we will avoid any actions before 400 feet, except gear up. Above 400 ECAM, and when if the engine is secure, we stop, climb, accelerate, and a grid dot, open climb, maximum continuous, okay? And we'll activate the secondary flight plan. For the secondary flight plan, for the EO seat, I have entered fixed infos, the 2 radials, okay, of Colmenar. Any questions, something to sum up?
No questions.
For the threatens, to avoid distraction today with so many cameras on board, and overall the hot spots during taxi and lovely weather, so everything should run smoothly and okay.
Okay.
So if you want to sum up something, or
Yeah, 5 minutes to the
Very good.
UVT.
Awesome.
We are ready.
very good. So you want me to call
Yep.
ready? Very good. Madrid, muy buenos días. Blue World 2501 Heavy Airbus 350 on Tango 5, request pushback.
Blue World 2501, buenas tardes. Position Tango 5, pushback approved, facing northeast.
Thank you, pushback approved, facing northeast on Tango 5, Blue World 2501 Heavy.
Okay, before starting list.
Before start. Copy preparation.
Complete.
Complete gear pins and covers.
Remove.
Fuel quantity.
Check 77.3.
Takeoff data.
It's set for runway 36 left.
Battle ref.
QNH 1024, below 40, 151 blue, 158 magenta, climb nav blue, 1 flight delta 2, 13,000, elevation 1,980, and the heading is 297.
1024 set. To the line.
Okay, hello, ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
Okay, we are now ready and clear to push and start. The parking brake is on. Full flow. PGT increasing. N1. Number 2 is okay, may we start number 1? Sorry, number 1 is okay, may we start number 1?
Engine number 2 clear.
Starting engine 2. Okay, this is the starting sequence. We select to on the engine master.
Brakes on.
Parking brake is set. Beginning with N3 running, N2. And now the fuel flow. Ignition, alpha and fuel flow. N1, EGT is increasing. Close. Stabilize. Okay, 2 normal engine start, you are clear to disconnect. See you on the left.
Copy that. Have a nice flight.
Thank you, Fernando, gracias. So, after start checklist.
After start, anti-ice.
I'm not required.
After start checklist complete.
So, ready to taxi.
Blue World 2501, request taxi.
Blue World 2501, taxi via gate 1, Mike, hold short, call 5.
Taxi via gate 1, Mike until Golf 5, Blue World 2501.
Okay, as brief.
Yes.
Clear right.
Clear right.
Clear left. Brakes, check. Okay. So, gate 1, Mike, second on the left.
Exactly. So gate 1. Continue as briefed. So it's first right, second left.
Okay.
Clear right. And clear right.
Thank you. On Mike. So Mike till Golf 5. Okay?
Until Golf 5, correct.
So clear of obstacles, flag on the checks.
Let's go. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Go with yours. This is gate 2 and gate 3.
Straight ahead, Mike Zulu 3, then right hand, Romeo 1 until Zulu 4, World 2501.
Twice.
As briefed, okay?
Okay.
So approaching Romeo 1 will be next to the right.
Okay.
Clear right.
Clear left.
And clear right again. Clear right.
With approaching Zulu 4, ready for departure.
Yes.
World 2501, ready for departure. sequence. Line up and wait, runway 36 left, with body 6 Lima departure, WORLD2FLY 01. Below the line. We have
Take off runway.
36 left.
36 left, confirm. Cabin crew,
Advice.
pack 1+2.
Off.
Before takeoff, checklist complete. Approach path clear of traffic.
Clear to enter and line up.
Eso es.
Okay, birds on departure. Runway 36 left, clear for takeoff, flying 015. Ready?
I have control.
You have control.
You have communications. Take off.
Stabilize.
Manflex 37 SRS auto thrust blue.
Check. Thrust set. Time. knots.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Nav.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Nav.
Check. Two 4230 Blue World 2501.
AB2.
Hasta luego, gracias. Check.
Thrust decline. AB2. Auto thrust.
Check. Madrid, good morning, Blue World 2501, Bardi 6 Lima passing 4300. Vale, bien. Madrid, good morning, Blue World 2501, Bardi 6 Lima passing 4800.
Whiskey Foxtrot Lima 2501 Madrid, buenos días. Radar contact, Clara maintain level 170 initially.
Channel maintain flight level 170, Blue World 2501.
Climb 17000 blue.
Check. Puedes dejarle por el flap, ¿vale? Porque luego Ávila is
Blue World 2501, I confirm clear level 160, sorry, 160.
Remain climb flight level 160, Blue World 2501.
16,000 blue.
Check. Cambio y acelerador 50, ¿te parece? Madrid Blue World 2501, may we increase the speed to 50?
Affirmative, after 10,000 speed is your indication, sir.
Thank you.
Pues speed selected to 50 knots.
Okay, check. Use the speed.
Speed flap 0.
Check speed flap 0. Ya ahora sí.
Sería 3061, 27 de la conexión, hasta luego.
Takeoff climb, check this.
Please down to the line.
Check. Gracias.
Iberia Express 3693, rumbo 165, vector inicial a Tobeck.
65, Iberia Express 3693, gracias.
Buenas, 391 descending flight 210, non-2 with 240 or below at Orbis.
EC65 Yankee Alpha, confirm calling me.
Negative, that 391 calling descending flight 210.
10,000 checks, climbing please.
Alpha Whiskey Solid Sierra Agua, Madrid, buenas días, radar contact. Descend and maintain level 170.
Okay.
Maintain level 170, Alpha Whiskey Charlie 391.
Yes, to pilot 1. Flight plan. Position monitor, nav primary. And the nav aid is auto tuning. And the secondary flight plan is cockpit. 10,000 checks complete.
Thank you. Set standard please.
Set standard cross check, passing flight level 131 now.
Check. Flight level 160 blue.
Check.
Below the line.
Below the line, barrel ref.
Standard set.
Standard set.
Iberia Express 3693, descenso.
Thank you very much.
11.001.
Lisboa, bom dia, Blue World 2501, climbing flight level 310.
Whiskey Foxtrot, Lima 2501, bom dia, identified, proceed direct to detox.
To detox, and we already have the oceanic clearance of flight level 360, ready to climb anytime.
I shall call you back for higher.
Thank you.
3752, bom dia, identified, climb flight level 300.
Lisboa, bom dia, volume 32. 20 Foxtrot, we are climbing flight level 290, reaching level, we are looking for twist 70 if available.
Boeing 20 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, bom dia, identified, climb to flight level 330, proceed to Alago, Alpha Lima Alpha Golf Uniform, after Alago, Lazid.
Lisboa, boa tarde, Blue World 2501, climbing flight level 350.
Boeing 20 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, bom dia, identified, climb to flight level 330, proceed to Alago, Alpha Lima Alpha Golf Uniform, after Alago, Lazid.
Lisboa, boa tarde, Blue World 2501, climbing flight level 350. Bom dia, Blue World 2501, Lisboa identified, climbing to flight level 350.
Thank you, we are looking for flight level 360, Alpha 9.
Quebec, prepare Ryanair 895 November, descent to flight level 350.
Central 350 on 895 Delta.
That's correct, for lower 132305, have a nice landing.
340 inbound panic.
I'm calling the Ryanair 895 November for further descent 132.305.
132.305, Ryanair 895 November, correct.
Okay, we are now approaching the North Atlantic airspace. From now, we are gonna make all the communications and the surveillance radar via a data link, via satellite. But before that, we have to make a cross-check with the radio, just in case of any failure on the satellite communication. We can also use the voice. And now we are gonna call Santa Maria Oceanic, and then we will make a cross-check of the cell call, and then they will give us the next frequencies when crossing the 40 West with New York. Okay. So here is the frequency, 8906, and we are calling on HF1. Okay. Santa Maria. Good afternoon, Blue World 2501.
Frequency from New York at 40 West 13306, Canary 11396, local command.
A positive cell call check, this is the primary, secondary 6628, crossing 40 West with New York primary 13306, secondary 11396, Blue World 2501.
Now they are gonna make us send us some message to let us know that we are in contact via data link. This is the entry point, detox. We are still 28 miles too, but when we cross this point, we will be in the North Atlantic airspace. Here you can see.
C3. And oil 12.3, 12.8. $276. Okay, checks good. And system review.
First data link message, which is resume normal speed. Wilco. Send. Close, please. And set maximum uplink delay value to 300 seconds. Roger. Send. Connect. No. Sí, ahí, a modificar el link.
En Connect,
derecha,
¿no?
Ahí, sí, ahí lo tienes.
300.
Another message. Print. This is the signet we already have.
And it's already depicted here on the chart.
Send. Roger, send. this is significant meteorological weather on our route that our operation office have already sent to us. They inform us that in front of us there, in print and plot, we have an area of frequency of thunderstorm in this area. Okay. So we have to look forward if any thunderstorm affect our route. Okay.
We are going to talk about the operational flight plan we got today for this flight to Cancun. Here is the departure, Madrid, and destination Cancun, and this is the registration of the aircraft, Echo Charlie November Oscar India. And this is the crew. Today we are 2 flight crew members and 10 cabin crew. Okay. The operational flight plans actually start here. We have highlighted in the preparation of the flight some important information for us. For instance, the cruise speed, that is Mach 8.5. And here we have some information concerning the fuel we are going to need to perform this flight. The total fuel calculated by dispatch is 77 tons of fuel. We have ordered 77.5 to have some buffers and fuel margin, additional margin. And here we have some additional information like frequencies from ground ops, the maximum weights, operational weights, and the estimated for today. Today we estimate initially to depart, to take off with 262 tons. Finally, some passengers didn't show up, so it was a little bit less. Here we have some fuel consumption calculation that give us an idea, a global picture. If we put some more fuel or some less, how does affect to the total consumption of the fuel. Here is the ADC clearance we have requested, and finally we copy here the clearance we got from ADC. Also, because it's an ETOPS flight, we have some en route alternates. We have an entry point with the coordinates depicted here, entry point and exit point. Before the entry point, we need to check some systems for this type of flight ETOPS, and we need to make sure that everything is running okay, all the systems are correct, that the weather on those alternates is a limit in order to enter the ETOPS airspace and to continue our flight. And those are the so-called ETPs, or decision points. In this coordinate, if something happened that we need to divert, there are many reasons that could make us have to divert. Before this waypoint, once we have passed the entry point, we should proceed to this airport here, that is Lashes, in the Azores Islands. After this waypoint, we should proceed to Halifax in Canada. And the second decision point, or ETP, is this coordinate here, like 3222.5.8 north and 6615.6 west. After passing this, we should proceed to Nassau. Okay. Once we depart and we were safe airborne, and the pilot monitoring can start or may start the entries in the operational flight plan, such as the takeoff fuel, the fuel we got at takeoff, at departure, and the off-block time and the takeoff time. And then with this takeoff time, according with each time leg, we sum up all the figures down to the bottom of the route, in this case Cancun, and we get the estimated time of arrival in Cancun. And after the top of climb, that is an important waypoint to write down the time and the fuel that we have on board. We sum up the fuel that we have burned and we compare with the fuel we have departed, just to anticipate a possible fuel leak or if something goes wrong, to have time to make a decision. Situational awareness is very important, also the fuel awareness and oil check that we do in overhead every waypoint. Also, it's important in the North Atlantic, since we are flying coordinates, to make sure after passing each overhead every waypoint, to make sure that the track and the distance is the same as shown in the navigational display here. Okay, and that's it. I mean, we have some winds en route at different flight levels. Presently we are flying now 360 and we have later on 2 further step climbs at flight level 380 and 400. As long as we burn fuel, the aircraft become lighter and then the optimum cruise level is higher. So we have entered already this in our flight plan, and we will request it to ATC when we arrive to those waypoints. And I think, I don't know if you want to sum up something, Paco, concerning the OFP.
Now you may talk about some of the systems of the aircraft.
Also, once we check the time overhead every waypoint, and the fuel and oil, also as Paco said, we check every system here. Okay, we can check it just pushing every button here or just with turning this knob. Here we can see in the system panel every system of the airplane, and we have engine, we have the doors, where we can see here the slides are armed, the wheel, okay.
You can hear in the wheel more.
Exactly, okay, where we can see all the figures and parameters that we may check that everything is
the information okay. With the pressure of the wheels and the temperature of the brakes and
exactly
the braking systems.
Overall, after landing, it might be an issue, the temperature of the wheels in case of a fast turnaround. We can continue with the fuel system, where we can see how the fuel is distributed in both wings and the center tank. Here we can see the fuel and the temperature of the fuel in each tank and the total fuel, okay? And also the fuel used in for engine 1 and engine 2. Here we have AC, electrical system, and DC. The hydraulic system, as we can see, we have 2 hydraulics in this airplane, green and yellow.
But this is an innovation from the 330.
Exactly. Here the system is pressurizing at 5,100 psi, what makes the flight much more comfortable and pleasant, because
more hydraulic power.
Exactly, and more hydraulic power.
Just with 2 systems is better than the 330 that have 3 systems.
Exactly.
Because the 330 have the green hydraulics move by 2 engine pumps, and the yellow and the blue system move by electric pumps. And here we have just with 2 systems, but they have moved one from the engine 1 and from the engine 2. Both have 1 pump of 1 engine, and then 2 electric pumps also.
Exactly.
Which have redundancy, and that is more efficient than the 3.
Yes, exactly. It's more efficient and safer because we have more redundancy and backup than in the 330. flight controls, where we can see the position of the rudder trim, pitch trim, okay, and later when we let's say turn, when we use the ailerons, it will show up here the moving of this of those flight surfaces. The APU that now is not running, the bleed system with the 2 packs, the conditioning system where we can see cockpit temperature 23 degrees Celsius, and the cabin different sections and with the different temperatures, also the cargo and bulk, and the avionics ventilations. Pressurization system. Here we can see an altitude cabin of 5,150. That is, as I said before, much more comfortable for the passengers. The video that we saw before. Also, we can see here a view from the upper part of the airplane and from the nose, and the circuit breakers. Okay. Also, you can see 6 identical screens, 6 identical panels. Here we have the OIS, the onboard information. Here we have the primary flight display, where we can read the present altitude. That is 36,000 feet. We can see in meters is equivalent to almost 11 kilometers. Also, we can see the artificial horizon with the present pitch of the aircraft. Here, this is the bank index. When we are banking, those dashes here will tell us the amount of bank we are setting. So this is 10 degrees, 20, 30. And here we have in this bar the speed. Okay. Now we are flying 0.85 Mach. This is the navigational display with the position of the aircraft on our route. We can zoom in and zoom out and see the waypoints we are passing, or even the airport, if any. Okay. Here we can see the Azores Island with Lajes. That is our first alternate en route today. The next waypoint to overfly, the 41 north, 20 west. And after that we will overfly the 40 north, 30 west. Also here we can read the present track, the distance to the next waypoint, and the expected time overhead this waypoint 4120 west. On the left upper corner of the navigational display we can read the ground speed, that now is 446 knots with a cruise airspeed of 497. And here we can read the wind vector that is coming out of 216 degrees with 81 knots of velocity. Here we have a stopwatch that we can use anytime. Usually the pilot monitoring started upon setting takeoff power, and it can be used for any other need. Here we have the mailbox that already the Captain Castro explained before. Here we have ICANN memo. In case of something goes wrong or some abnormal procedure, we can get here the information concerning the failure. And this is a multifunction display unit where we have entered the whole preparation of the flight, like every single waypoint, the performance we saw at the beginning of this recording of this video. And here we have the engine display and the system display. Okay. And the main control panel, we have some. Here we have the loudspeaker to modify the volume to read ATC. And here we have some warning lights for ATC, the master caution, master warning, priority for the side stick when both pilots are acting on the side stick, and to activate the chronometer. Here we have a common panel for the use of the autopilot, where we can set the speed, either selected or managed. Right now it's selected, that's why we are reading 0.85. If it's managed, like now the lateral navigation, is you can see dashes. That means it's following the flight plan enter in the multifunction display. What else? We can see here the flight directors is activated. The pilot flying is myself. That's why we are using AP2, Autopilot 2, and the auto thrust that is activated. This is the window to read the present altitude, or in this case flight level 360, and if we want to descend, we will set here the new altitude, and we will either push, pull, or use vertical speed. And this is to basically set up the information we want to get in our navigation display and primary flight display. As I said before, we can zoom in, zoom out, and we can set different views here for the navigation display. Okay, depending on the phase of the flight we are. And those buttons here are for the approach. Here for the approach and landing system. Okay. Here we have the KCCU, that is a keyboard and a cursor unit, where we can enter data either to the multifunction display or to the OIS, the onboard information system. Here we have the two RMPs to set the frequencies with ATC. And here we have a third one used basically to set the squawk. Okay. And that's it. Here in the overhead panel we have all the switches we need in case we have any abnormal or emergency procedure to perform, divided in different systems. From top to bottom is sorted out in because of importance of the system, like fire, hydraulic, fuel, electric, and air. This panel here is to control the lights, the cabin pressurization, the anti-ice system, okay? And basically that's it.
WORLD2FLY is a young company, a new one. We have just born 5 months ago in May 2021 with this crisis all around the world. We are small, we have just 2 aircraft, but we belong to a very big group all around the world, but a family group also. It has hotels all around the world with travel agencies, travel tour operators, and all the business around the tourists. We have just begun with one Airbus A350 and one 350-900. Next year, in May, we are expecting to have a new one, a new 350. And we are dedicated to fly for holiday and vacational flights at the beginning to the Caribbean, and expecting the new challenges the next year to go to fly to the North America and other destinations. We hope the situation of this pandemic will be better next year. And the key point of this company is that we know all of us, we are working together for more than 20 years, and the key point is the human resource of this airline. And we are very enthusiastic and very excited with the beginning. Always the beginning are very illusionant for the people, and we are trying to do it our best, and we are small, but we are very serious. So that's WORLD2FLY.
Hello again, fellas. We are flying flight level 390. We have overflown the New York area. Now we are approaching the waypoint 36 north, 60 west, and we are flying at the ground speed of 434 knots. We got a headwind component of 71 knots, as you can see here in the navigation display. As you can see, lovely weather today. We just have experienced some turbulence a few minutes ago, but no big deal. And yes, the weather looks good in the remaining of the route. After this area of New York, we will continue overflying very close to Bermuda. And thereafter we will fly between the south peninsula of Florida and north of Cuba, arriving later on to Cancun. Ready for an approach briefing? Very good. The aircraft status is still okay. It's normal. The NOTAMs are checked, nothing affecting our operation today in Cancun. Some taxiway closed that is not in our taxi route. And the weather is checked, the latest weather in Cancun. We have some light easterly winds. Visibility is 7 static miles. Some isolated torre cumulus at 1,500. And the outside temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, and the altimeter setting is 2991 inches of mercury. We have entered this weather information in the approach, okay, in the FMS. Let me go to the FMS. For the fuel, we expect to land in Cancun with 14.8 tons. In case we have to divert to the alternate, today's Merida, we would arrive there with 11.6 tons. So we have an extra fuel of 9 tons that equals 1 hour and 40 minutes flight. The top of this thing is calculated at, or predicted at 22:22. So in about 12 minutes from now and 93 nautical miles. The design will be performed in manage unless you suggest something different, and the weather is inserted for the approach ILS 12 left DME4 in Cancun. The estimated landing weight is 196.1 tons, so below the maximum landing weight. And the weather that we have seen before is already entered. Minimum for category 1 is 250, and we are going to land with config full. The V approach will be 140 knots. In case of misapproach, the misapproach ends up at 3,000 feet. The routine for the standard arrival we expect is depicted in the plate 10-2 Bravo. from 21st February of 2020. Is an RNAV star. The NOSAT 1 Bravo is the arrival expected. If you can check it on the box, please. NOSAT maximum 280 knots and between flight levels 220 and 200. Next will be HO, maximum 250 knots and below flight level 200 and above 18,000 feet. Then we'll continue to Letis, Apmus. In Apmus we have to be below 14,000 feet. And from there to Uniform November 500 with maximum 220 knots and above 8,000 feet. Then turn right to Uniform November 522, maintaining above 6,000 feet. 515, above 5,000, AirDam maximum 200 knots and above, actually mandatory 3,000 feet. And from there to Reduc, that is the initial approach fix for our approach, ILS approach, and also mandatory 3,000. This would be the clearance limit for the arrival, and we have a holding depicted there, and no expected holding.
Sube el contraste un poco, el contraste de arriba, bájalo el contraste. Ya, se ve un poquito mejor para la cámara.
From this plate we go to the ILS chart. That is the 11-3 from the 6th of March 2020. ILS DME Lock 4 runway 12 left in Cancun, Mexico. The lock frequency is 110.7 India November Charlie Papa, and the final course is 125 degrees. Mandatory altitude in Uniform November 532 is 1,400 feet, and the minimums for the decision altitude is 250 feet. Airport elevation is 22 feet. We have here landing elevation 0, and the MSA around Cancun VOR is 2,000. So we link the star plate with the approach plate in Reduc, that is the initial approach fix. From there we go to Uniform November 505, mandatory 3,000, and then turn left to intercept final course 125.
Expect vectors, okay.
Or either this routine as published or expecting vectors as you mentioned. Uniform November 528 is the intermediate fix at 3,000 mandatory. Then we proceed to Uniform November 529, maintaining 3,000, and from there we intercept a glide slope of 3 degrees. Okay, and in case of misapproach, we just turn left and continue climbing on the misapproach to holding pattern at Atmos at 3,000 feet. The holding pattern is depicted here on the right mid part of the plate. Inbound course 216, right
Check.
Turns, maximum
Check.
230 knots.
Check.
Okay, and expected taxi is, well, actually the runway is 1 to left, the runway track is 1 to 5, 2,800 meters, landing distance available, more than enough, and we expect to leave the runway to vacate the runway via Alpha 3, and then right to Delta, and from Delta Bravo 4, Bravo 5 to the Terminal 3.
BTP?
And the BTV is calculated for the exit Alpha 3, that is telling us runway occupation time of 65 seconds. And yeah, that's it. We need 2,115 meters. I think they are calling us.
Ascenso a discreción nivel 220 para estar nivelados en NOSAT Blue World 2501, gracias.
220, vale.
Vale,
Havana, JetBlue 1496.
Go ahead.
30,
JetBlue 1496. Follow 23.
Okay, so we will follow the profile as calculated.
NOSAT 220.
It's already entered 220,
Vale.
and if you agree, we will follow the...
220, we are clear 220, ¿puedes ponerlo ya?
Yes, according the profile.
220, ya está, no tienes por qué. Perfect.
And yes, the landing will be performed with flaps full and reverse idle. In case of go around flaps, one step up, positive time gear up, and we follow the route as briefed.
Okay.
Threatens today for this approach, well, 10 hours flight. End of the day, we might be a little bit tired, so to be very, very alert, and if you see any deviation from my side, please let me know as soon as possible. Also, we may avoid distractions with so many cameras around today. A little bit excited with this new experience for us. And
some towering cumulus around vicinity of the airport. Okay.
This would be also threatened for us today. That's it. If you want to sum up, if you have any questions, just let me know, please.
Thank you.
Very good. Managed.
3425. Ok. Luego vuelvo, ¿vale? Con ellos.
Muy bien, pues sin cambios por aquí.
I have communications.
You have communications.
No me jodas, tío. Uf. And the threat. Bueno, position monitor, map primary.
Wavejet 2581, contact Merida Center 128.2.
Muy bien, muchas gracias.
Approach.
Wavejet 2581, contact Merida Center 128.2.
Checklist briefing. Confirm.
Bar reference.
Bar reference 29991 set.
QNH 29991 check minimum.
Baro 250 set.
Baro 250 check. Approach list completed.
Gracias.
Por la derecha.
Correcto.
Métele ya por la derecha porque...
Nos metemos, pinchamos la nube.
Sí, ya.
Pues métele directo, porfa.
Puesto.
Reduc nav.
Check. Vas bien de altitud,
American 1030, climb to fly level 270.
American 1030, heavy climb 270.
Aeroenlace 2025, servicio radar terminado, contacte con torre en 118.6.
Bueno, ya está.
186, aeroenlace 205, gracias por tu contacto.
Buen día.
Perfecto.
United 1118, now proceed direct to Mike India Delta.
Okay, direct to Mike India Delta, United 1118.
Te cogeré el avión después de que quites reversas, ¿no? ¿Eh? 70 knots.
Muy bien.
Si prácticamente ves, o sea... Green policy.
Speed al stand.
Check.
Alt.
Check.
Restricción para nivel de vuelo 280.
280, restricción, México 845.
¿Cómo me copia?
Cenote.
Gracias.
Glaze lock blue.
Radar terminado.
Lock star. Landry dual. Autopilot 1+2.
Check. ¿De nosotros?
Avianca, me parece que ha sido.
Avianca 264, el servicio radar terminado, cambio con torre.
Tercera vez, ¿eh?
Speed manage.
Cuarta vez.
Lock.
Cuarta vez lo he dicho. Check. Cuarta vez lo he dicho la frecuencia, ¿eh? Bueno, en caso de go around tenemos un hazard here.
Okay.
Lo mismo, we will ask for
straight ahead, ¿no?
Okay.
Okay.
128.2.
28.2 from Merida, America 1030. Good day.
Good day.
Identify India November Charlie Papa.
El descenso hacia el norte.
On my side as well.
Copiado, ahora me voy al rumbo al norte de playa, hay paracaidistas abajo de 1.000 a 5.000 pies por menor.
Recibido. Bravo Romeo Oscar, autorizado aproximación RNP a pista 12 Cozumel, reduzca velocidad para 220 nudos indicados.
Entra, autorizado a la aproximación RNP a la 12 Cozumel y 220 indicados, Roma Oscar.
Correcto.
Glaze low.
Check.
That's Blue World.
¿Qué he dicho?
Disregard.
Blue World.
$2,500.
Altimeter alive.
Check. Gear down.
Landing gear down.
America 264, bueno, por la derecha está 3 Delta 21-7.
Get down.
Flaps 3.
Speed check. Flap 3.
Flaps full. Landing checklist.
Check. Full flap. Landing list. Cabin crew.
Advice.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
BTV.
BTV check. Runway condition.
Dry 6.
Dry 6. Landing checklist complete. Autorizados. Wind 050 at 5. Okay.
Thank you.
Runway medium to large. Vacating on the right, Alpha 3.
Check.
And
Thank
it's
you.
at wind from the left at 14.
Check.
1,000.
1000, stable.
Stable, check. Autopilot off.
Check.
Approach 1.
Check. Everything is done. Clear land.
$400.
Tower, good evening, Delta 6.
100 above.
Check.
We'll be ready upon reaching.
Minimum 200.
Right clear for takeoff. The wind 090 degrees, flying out, turbine contact departure. 123.100.
100.
Okay, one way, 12 right, cleared for takeoff.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Sigue para abajo.
10.
Ahora. Spoilers deployed. 2 reverse green. Diesel BTV. Okay, 70.
You have controls?
I have controls.
You have controls.
Tower, good evening, Delta 6.
100 above.
Check. We'll be ready upon reaching.
Minimum
200.
200. Right clear for takeoff. The wind 090 degrees, flying out, turbine contact departure. 123.100.
100.
Okay, one way, 12 right, cleared for takeoff.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Sigue para abajo.
10.
Ahora. Spoilers deployed. 2 reverse green. Diesel BTV. BTV off.
Check. Clear right.
Blue World. Abandone por la 250, abandone por Alfa 3, posterior delta, contacto 217.
Abandonamos por Alfa
3 Delta.
Posterior Delta y 217, Blue World 2102.
Por el 571.
Superficie, muy buenas tardes, Blue World 2501, abandonando la pista 1 a la izquierda, vía Alfa 3 y ahora Delta.
Blue World 2501, buen día, Delta 1 a la 42.
Rodamos Delta 1 a la 42, Blue World 2501, gracias.
Vale, pues está ahí nada más pasar Delta 1, ¿de acuerdo?
Perfecto.
Un poquito enfrente, oblicuo izquierda estará, ¿verdad? 44 es el de la esquina.
Sí. Delta 1 42.
Hemos cogido tiempo. 5 minutos.
¿Has hecho el de este para el flow?
Ostras, ahora se me ha borrado la de...
El tiempo lo llevo.
El 44, no, he puesto el tiempo, 42, ¿vale? Nada más pasar Delta 1 enfrente, ¿de acuerdo?
Perfecto.
Listo, se rodado, volar izquierda 05.
Vale, 705, vamos a esperar a que ingrese el Viva y pendiente para rodar.
Ok, lo esperamos al vivo, volar izquierda.
After landing checklist complete.
Volar izquierda 05. Listo, rodar la 272.
Para las 2172, mantenga posición en secuencia pendiente.
Pendiente.
And right is clear.
Okay, lights off.
Lights off.
Aeronaves 2172, posterior a tráfico de Volaris, el Airbus 321, ruede vía Bravo 10, Charlie fuera de la 12 derecha.
Posterior tráfico Volaris, Bravo 10, Charlie y antes pista 12 derecha, adelante 2172.
Listos a rodar Volaris 5113.
Volaris 5113, siguiendo el tráfico de Viva, que sale de Bravo 10, Charlie 9, punto de espera 12 derecha.
Gracias, siguiendo a tráfico de Viva por Charlie y Bravo 9. Y Charlie 9, Volaris 5113.
United 1277, ready to taxi.
United 1277, taxi via Bravo 6 Charlie, holding point 12 right.
Bravo 6 Charlie, 12 right, United 1277.
Avianca 264.
Avianca 264.
El LAN de la 19, el LATAM, estima aproximadamente 20 minutos más.
Parking brake set. We have just arrived at Cancun International Airport after 10 hours and 30 minutes flight time. It's been a beautiful flight. Thank you very much, Tony.
Thank you very much, Paco.
And,
was a nice flight with you tonight.
And now we have a week to rest here. Thank you very much for just playing to accompany us in this nice flight.